So I wanted to share my knowledge with you guys today. So we're going to be looking at Red Demon Temple. Okay, so the location is here on the map. Obviously, you just go to it by using MineZmap.com. And it's in the Basal Desert now. So it used to be in what was called the Dungeon Desert, and it moved to the Basal Desert so that more people would do it. I think that was a great change. Anyways, guys, yeah, there's really not much to it. There's 10 chests. I think it's a tier 2 dungeon. Yep. And it's very simple. So here's just a list of the drops. It's very good for getting a bag or just farming buttons or sugar, etc. As well as getting a pretty nice legendary. What it does is you are holding it in your hand, and if you right click a chest, there is a 60% chance for it to double the loot. It says get more. I'm pretty sure it is literally just you double it. And then 4 out of 10 chances it will explode in your face. It drops nothing. It still does the durability, and you take 3 hearts. So, yep. There's another video right here, but I'm going to be doing my own because, I'm just so good with making dungeon tutorial videos that you should just watch mine. Anyways, guys, let's get into the video. So when you come up to the temple, you run into the mouth of a dragon, or demon, I guess, and then you just run down. Yep, and then the gamble is going to be right there. And as you can see, there are the purple particles, and then the loot is right next to it in the orange. So once you go in, you're going to go off to the room and to the left, step into those particles, and it starts off with a very simple puzzle. Okay, here's what you got to do. You push the block on to the red color. Okay, it's that simple. And then it'll open a door. You go through the whole thing about stepping in the particles again, and then you just go to the next one. All right, next one is okay. So if you wanted to, step on, if you wanted the red block to be on that red clay, it would create a bridge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the orange one on to the orange clay, which creates an orange bridge. We're going to take the red one across the orange bridge, place it on the red clay to make a red bridge. Make sense? Yes. And we are going to bring the orange ones or the orange one over. Lots of words, let me tell you. It's really simple. I'm not going to speed it up just because, it's, I would say, I want to make sure you guys get the full grasp of what you have to do. The next one is going to be a bit more challenging. So once we get there, I'll just explain what you have to do. It's really not that bad. But yeah, you just have to make sure that when you are moving the blocks that you don't go like too far ahead. And you always have to be facing the opposite. Well, you have to be on the opposite side facing the direction where you want to go, as if you're pushing it. This one is a bit more tricky, but still not that hard. You're going to see what you have to do here. You just have to move the orange one to the yellow, yellow where the orange one was, the red where the yellow was, and then you just do that a few times until you can move the orange one onto the orange clay. That will create an orange bridge across the lava. Obviously, you can't fly across the lava. If you did that, well, I think you'd be cheating, but and then you want to put the yellow one onto the yellow clay. This will create a bridge to get the red one across, and either put it on this red clay one, or you can take it across and put it on a red clay one over there to make a bridge. Now for the orange one, you can just keep it over here. If it has that white, what's it called? White quartz block around the wool or clay designated to its color, that allows for the door to be open. So that means like one of the, you know, 3 conditions have been met. Next, we're going to take the yellow one over. I may have did this wrong in the video now that I am thinking about it. Um, this footage was pre-recorded, so it's just me talking over what I'm doing. I've done this so many times that like there isn't really a, for the third one there isn't a set formula on what to do. Yeah, I think at this point I realize, oh, I might have messed up. Um, but there isn't a set formula on what you have to do. So basically, like, there's a few different ways to complete this dungeon. I'm just showing how to do one of them. and I have to put the orange one back onto the orange clay because I have to make an orange glass bridge for the red one to get across, because the orange one is going to stay on this side, right? Because it has the white chiseled quartz block surrounded by the thing. So once that orange one is there, when you guys do this dungeon, just keep it there. I know that I prematurely moved it to its block to open the door, but you don't have to do that. It'll just save you a step in that case. Um, so at this point, I have to put the red one onto the red clay so I can make sure I get back, if that makes sense. So the orange one is going to go onto the white, the white ring. I don't even know what to call it at this point, but once that removes, it gets rid of the bridge. Okay. Um, it is pretty straightforward. If you play around with it, it should not take you more than 5 minutes to complete this dungeon. You'll get the occasional like one zombie that randomly spawned in the dungeon, but you can just punch it into lava if there's really any problems. This dungeon is really easy and very useful. Okay, so you just have to make sure that you do this dungeon at least once. Get a gamble in your inventory. Um, if you're looting somewhere in the north, like this will make your gearing time a lot faster. Um, you can no longer use it for PvP if you used to be able to use it. Yeah, it's just for looting chests. So now that I'm in the loot room, basically what happened was the fiery pits opened up. I get a button here. And also, I'm going to grab the gamble and just kind of show you guys what it does. For example. So you have to jump onto this block here. I'm always scared to do it. I don't know why. It's not like I'm going to die. But, yep, there's the lore for it. And then what you got to do is you have to make sure you right-click an unopened chest. Okay, so if you already opened a chest, it's not going to work. And I left clicked it the first time, but you're gonna right click it and it's gonna display a message. There you go. You got luck. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoy.